four-track that I'm fixing up to MOT. It's currently not got one on it. Needs a few bits and bats. I've started doing a few bits and pieces, you know, you can see it's on stands at the minute while I'm doing a bit of work. It's actually in pretty good nick as far as four-tracks go, like the bodywork. This is really the only bad panel, but with it being, you know, a workhorse, I'm not too fussed on how the bodywork looks. It's a 98 model, independent suspension all round. The older models, they came on leaf springs, and you know, this is kind of like a good spec one with, you know, full electric windows, locks, aircon, central locking. Yeah, today we're going to be having a look at the rust problem on it, which they do suffer from quite badly, although this one isn't actually that bad. I've started under sealing it beforehand. That shock's in a bit of a poor state, but doesn't leak, but I guess it does need replacing soon. Someone's been in here before. It's had some pigeon shit patches. You know, I'm not going to knock it because, again, they are solid, and they will get it through an MOT, and it's not, an ugly weld isn't going to, you know, damage it or cause any problems in the future. Here, as you can see, the fucking sill is complete, well, where the arch meets the sill is just completely gone. I've cleaned it up a bit with a wire brush on the drill, but yeah, there's no getting around it. That needs a bit of welding. So let me show you how I go about tackling rust like this. I will say, I've owned one of these before, and last time the complete inner arch was just disintegrated, and I had to spend a lot of time welding that up. But this one, I think it only needs this and a few patches to the actual chassis, which again isn't too bad, too big of a job. So let's, after a bit more wire brushing and poking around, we've got a nice pile of four-track on the floor. 1,200 quid on nearest offers. Just message me. After attacking it a bit more with the wire brush on the drill, and this is a chipping hammer. Usually you use that for stick welding, busting the slag off the top, the impurities. Just give it, you know, a few light taps around, see where else is bad. You can usually hear the change in tone. Like, that's good stuff. I think that's good stuff, but we'll have to give it a good grinding to make sure. I like to use a slightly worn flat disc with a rounded edge on old car body panels and stuff, because this is just like paper thin, and if you grind it too much, like too hard, or you know, spend too long with a new flat disc, you will just burn straight the way through, and then it, you know, it's just an even bigger patch that you have to weld in. So let's clean this up with the flat disc, and then we'll see where we need to cut out. Back to the good stuff. Probably needs a bit more here actually, but as you can see, all the shiny shit is the stuff you want. All that white stuff is just the factory under seal, and it's done its job there. Probably flaked off and stuff here, and that's why it starts rusting, and you know, you end up with shit. So let's I'm gonna mark this out and then cut it with the grinder. It looks like possibly someone's even cut it out here, because that's quite a neat line there. Right, cut it back a bit. We're back to, I'll say good metal, but mostly good metal. This section here actually goes straight into the cab, so I've had to pull the carpets out, just because welding near it isn't a good idea at all. The amount of cars that go up in flames when they're having work done to them, stuff like this. In here, there is more rust on, say, the insides of the sills, and it's packed full of dirt. Try and clean that out as best you can. People say, you know, oh, you need to treat them with this and that. This car's not, it's not a show car. It's just going through the MOT, and it's just going to be a good workhorse. So now we'll get, I think I'm going to do this in 2 pieces. Try and do this big piece all in one, and then the smaller patch here. Grab yourself some cardboard. We'll make a template, and then we can transfer it over to this piece of steel. Just been and picked it up in local metal places. You know, you get it anywhere. I think even being nothing special, just 1 mil, 1.5 mil thick. We've ended up with this as the template. Not perfect just yet, but it does meet all the way around, and I will cut it slightly oversized, as I like to overlap, just to save burning through on the thinner stuff. So yeah, we'll cut it slightly oversized, and then we can trim it up when it's actually... well, we've got the patch cut out, slightly oversized. Like I said, didn't do too bad of a job cutting it. A few sharp bits, you know, that need a bit of hammering down and grinding. I like to use this for cutting complicated shapes. It's a sheet metal shear. You can get them in air powered, one that's attached to the drill. This thing's ancient, and it was actually gifted to me, but it is the best thing I've found for cutting sheet metal. Some teeth in here, and when you press it, yeah, kind of nibbles its way through. Let's see if we can get this thing in. We've got this piece all cut to shape. No major gaps or anything that looks like it's going to be too difficult. Just go around now, kind of, you know, beating it into shape with a mallet or bending it to your hand. It's not tough stuff to bend. I think this will come out quite nicely. Fucking hope so anyway. Get yourself a crusty old bolt. Clean up a nice area on the body. Do a shitty little tack to hold it on. Good earth on it there. And I've got the patch pushed in place. It's quite a nice fit all the way around, really. Those tack welds are a bit fucking shit. I should have cleaned that metal up a bit better beforehand. They're all porous, so I'll have to go along with the grinder and clean that out. But now it's just a case of welding it up, do some little stitches. I like to just tack, because it saves blowing holes in it, and give a little time between it. Say, like, do a piece here, you know, maybe some down here. It just saves warping, and gives you a chance to get up and check if you've set your shit box on fire. So it's pretty much done for the welding side. I need to go along and trim this here a bit, because it's a bit too long, and I don't want to catch myself on it when I'm doing work down the line. Pretty fucking good, if I don't say so myself. This here, it had a coat of that rubberized underseal, the brush on stuff. Let it dry, and then good old coating of wax oil. Nothing special, just get it on thick. Keep the MOT testers away. That's the plan. Here it is, back out in the daylight again. The winter toy, the summer toy. Wheels crusty as fuck. So is that one. And like I said, the bodywork's not actually too bad. You know, just more things and scratches and stuff. But I think it was pretty good. The interior is pretty clean. The seats have got a few fucking fag burns in them. Jump leads because it doesn't fucking start under its own power. The fastest electric windows you've ever seen in the world. pretty nice 31-inch tyres that I've got to mount. I'm just in the middle of refurbing all these scabby wheels. The lacquer's gone all bad this side. Bit of dirt from being in the unit and having all the grinding dust done. Here's the wheel that I've started refurbishing. Probably good enough for me. Stay with the wire wheel and some sandpaper. There's the scabby fucking wing. Piece just fucking falling right off it. Nice chrome bumper. Everything inside works, which doesn't usually fucking happen. 150k on the clock. Not too shabby. Yeah, coming along nicely. Still a few more jobs to do, tick off the list. What a fucking shithole. You could eat off that floor.